We women never come out and chase a man. If he want to, he would. Okay?
Single women report being happier than women in relationships with men.
You know what else single women like to do? Buy their own homes. Single women are buying more homes than single men, to the tune of about 2 million more a year. And that's in spite of the fact that they earn, on average, about 17 cents less a dollar than men. So one of the areas that I specialize in is with people that are getting separated and divorced. So men, women, a lot of times the women come to me because I'm a woman. And I can tell you that going through that process with them and seeing them be able to buy a home on their own and have that space be theirs, be their safe space, it's pretty empowering. It's a cool thing.
How are you still single? I wanted to answer this question on behalf of all the 50-plus-year-old women who are like me, single, and not really trying to be paired up. It's a question that I get asked a lot. It used to tick me off. I thought it was an implication that it's not normal. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But I know some intentions are good when people ask me that question. I think I would be happier if I was with somebody. Truth be told, I'm pretty happy with my life as is. I ran across this video by Matthew McConaughey, and it really summed up how I feel. He said there was a point in his life where he was searching everywhere for the one. Every woman he came across, he asked himself, is this the one? And one day he decided he was going to accept whatever outcome would be. Shortly thereafter, he met his wife. And that's kind of where I'm at. I like my life. Sure, sometimes would it be great to have a partner, but I've accepted what is right now. I'm not forcing or chasing, because what is meant to be for me will be.
Do you think it's easy to approach women and try to ask them out? It isn't. Let me tell you a little story. Some of you may or may not have heard of Nora Vincent. She was a woman who tried to live as a man for 2 years. She used makeup to alter her appearance. She lived her life and interacted with the rest of society as a man. She approached women and asked them out for dates as a man. Living as a man proved too difficult for her to make it the whole 2 years, and so she ended her little experiment at 18 months and wrote a book. By the end of 18 months, she started disliking women for the way that they acted and treated men, especially when men tried to ask them out. Her time living as a man gave her a greater appreciation for the privileges she had as a woman in Western society. She ended up committing medically assisted suicide at the age of 53. So yeah, if you think that shooting your shot with women is easy, why don't you try doing it with men? I guarantee you that a lot higher percentage than 50% of women don't approach men and ask them out on a regular basis. Rejection isn't fun, and dealing with women can have its moments. I'm going to assume that the 50% of men that you're referring to that no longer ask women out have come to the conclusion that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Besides, this is what women said they wanted. They said they don't want men hitting on them and approaching them because it's annoying. Because no means no, right? So instead of trying to decipher who a man can hit on and who he can't hit on, it's better just to not hit on anyone. Women have said they are strong and independent and don't need no man. Okay, fine, if you may think you don't need us, but you need us more than you'll ever know. You can go on YouTube, and there's plenty of women talking about how men ain't shit. With the Me Too movement in full swing, who wants to take a chance? Not trying to get fired for asking a girl out on a date. We men have learned over time that the juice isn't worth the squeeze anymore. Approaching women these days is like pulling teeth. You don't know if she's going to be cool or a complete bitch and treat you like shit in front of all her friends. I can pretty much guarantee that if she isn't attracted to you and you approach her, you'll be labeled a creep. But like I said, this is what women and their feminist friends wanted, so good luck. It has practically become a huge social sin at this point to approach a woman unless you do it at just the right moment and time, and you have the social skills necessary to not make it creepy or awkward. Describing someone who is doing this creepy is just a code word for, I have no sympathy or understanding for you as a human being, and I just assert a sense of social superiority over you because I'm an indifferent, heartless bitch. Most women will do this, so don't expect them not to judge or shun you for it. Cold approaching is only something that works if you are one, handsome and two, socially competent. If you lack either, you will not succeed, and you will just end up walking away with demolished self-esteem and a disillusioning misanthropic outlook on humanity. The payoff is usually not worth the work, and most women will simply just reject you and make you feel crunchy as hell. Women don't like to be approached. Women are very narcissistic nowadays. They know they can get any guy they want. Men are like these annoying flies when you try to relax. Men have no power over women. At the same time, women are not interesting. All they have to offer is their bodies. To me, approaching a woman and pretending this spoiled brat is interesting is so much of a hassle for sex that I might not even get. Until current trends swing back to a sane balance. Women have far too much power to destroy a man with simply an unsubstantiated accusation. It doesn't even need to be remotely true. Just like the Salem witch trials, just being accused is automatically fatal. Until that changes, sorry ladies, you got what you asked for. Right now, dating Western women is more risky than Russian roulette, and there's not much payoff, even if you don't die. So bring something other than destruction and misery as a social class. I'm well aware there are still great women out there, but their cohorts have ruined it for them. The ROI is too low, and the risk is too much. The juice just ain't freaking worth the squeeze. Let me lay it out for you. More than half of marriages end in divorce. And guess what? Over 80% of women end up getting child support through the divorce courts. And that's not all, buddy. Over 90% of women get alimony, or as we men like to put it, the ex gets all the damn money. So many guys who get divorced can barely afford to pay their child support and alimony. Some of them end up living in their freaking cars, or even under a damn bridge when their wife takes away their car. And you know what happens when they can't pay up? They get sent straight to jail. And when they're locked up, they can't work, which means they can't earn the money to pay back the child support they owe. So they get out of jail, jobless and screwed. And just because they can't cough up the child support, they get thrown right back in the slammer. And you know what's messed up? More men end up taking their own lives. But you won't see that plastered all over the news. No, sir. It's only when one woman commits suicide that all the damn news outlets lose their freaking minds and start rallying for every damn dollar to build more women's shelters. We got one men's shelter in the whole freaking USA, while there are thousands of women's shelters. And guess what? There are more women abusing men than the other way around. So you want us to approach you, ladies? Well, here's my answer. Loud and clear. Hell no. I do have to put this out there, though. It's not like 100% of men aren't approaching women. A lower percentage still cold approach women. It's just that those aren't the men these women want. They want chads to approach them, but average Joes keep approaching them. Hypergamy gives these women a delusional sense of entitlement that makes them believe they can do better than average Joes. But this is a topic for another day. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers!